Welcome back to Cooking for Two 101. I'm Christy, that's John. Today we are making, I don't know, a super delicious, I'm so glad it's rainy and nasty outside because I want to eat some soup. Hot and sour soup. Stay tuned, we'll show you how to make it. Okay, so for hot and sour soup, we're going to start with 1 box of chicken broth, or you could make it from a bouillon or whatever you have. You want about 4 cups of broth. We're going to take some dehydrated shiitake mushrooms. I have 5 or 6. And we're going to put them in the broth and we're going to heat them up to a simmer. We're going to let them sit there for about 15 minutes with the lid on. Be careful though, you don't want it to boil over, but we want to contain the liquid but rehydrate the mushrooms. When they're done, we're going to take the mushrooms out of the broth. We're going to let them cool off a little bit. Then we're going to cut out the stem or slice them up. In the meantime, oh, it smells so good. It's just chicken broth and mushrooms. But anyway, I'm going to tell you what else goes in the soup. We have about a thumb size knob of ginger that I've grated up. We have about 1/4 of a can of bamboo shoots. I was lucky and found the ones that are already julienned like this. If you only find the flat ones, go ahead and get them. Cut them up into whatever size pieces you like. I have 1 carrot. I've julienned it into little matchstick pieces like this. You sort of want to think about what's going to fit on your spoon. That's going to fit on my spoon, so I'm happy about it. I have 1/4 of a brick of soft tofu. I diced it up into cubes. You can use firm if you prefer, whatever you like or whatever you happen to have. No problem. We have 2 scallions. We're going to use the bottom half to saute with the mushrooms, the top half to garnish. This is going to be the sauce. We have some mushroom soy sauce, and I just want to mention a little thing I learned recently. Kikkoman's, while it is delicious soy sauce, is Japanese soy sauce. This is a Chinese soup. The flavor is completely different. So go to your Asian market and get some Chinese soy sauce. This is mushroom soy sauce, which is going to really add to the depth of flavor of this soup. We have some plain old rice white vinegar. You can use rice wine vinegar if you have it, but really it's just plain old white vinegar in most restaurants. We have some sesame oil, and the star of the show, the hot part of the hot and sour soup, is white pepper. You can use black pepper, but it won't be the same. So go find this too while you're looking for that. Okay, I'm gonna let these cool off for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've chopped up my scallions and I've cut up most of the mushrooms, but I just want to show you this stem inside of in the middle of the shiitake. You really need to take that out. It doesn't ever really hydrate quite well enough, and nobody wants to eat that in their soup. Then you're just going to cut them into thin slices, and remember what I said about making sure it'll fit on your spoon. So those really big ones, you want to cut down just a little bit further. So maybe in half. Maybe 2 or 3 times. Sorry. Okay, over here I have a pan with a little bit of olive oil heating up. We're going to add to it the scallions. Where's my scooper? Here it is. The scallions, the mushrooms, not the stems, just the mushrooms, and the garlic. And we're going to saute these down together on about a medium heat for about 4 or 5 minutes. All right, all of our little aromatics are sauteed beautifully. I'm just going to put them back in the mushroom and chicken stock right there. So again, that was the grated ginger, the white and light green parts of the scallion, and the rehydrated and chopped up mushrooms. Oh, yum. Next, we're going to add to the pool about a 1/4 of a cup of bamboo shoots, all thin and sliced up beautifully, and our carrots that we julienned. We're going to bring the temperature up because what we need to do is cook those carrots so they're a little bit crunchy, but not a lot crunchy. So we're going to let that work. In the meantime, I'm going to create the sauce, and this is what the umami-based soup part is. It's a 1/4 of a cup of that soy, mushroom soy, and what is it, 3 tablespoons of white vinegar. And like I said, the star of the show, 1 teaspoon of white pepper. My goodness, I'm running out. There we go. And in with that goes a couple dashes of sesame oil. Whoa, where's the top part? Well, good thing I like sesame oil. All right, I'm just gonna mix this up. Going to give that a few minutes to cook the carrots down. When we come back, we'll make the slurry and we'll finish up the soup. Okay, so I just checked. The carrots are pretty close to done, so we're going to move forward. I'm going to add the sauce that we made, and again, that's the mushroom soy, white vinegar, white pepper, and a little bit of sesame oil. Just put that right in there, and I am going to add the tofu. Yum. Oh, it instantly thickened it up too, also a bonus. But we want it thicker, so we're gonna add a cornstarch slurry. So this is a tablespoon and a half of cornstarch and a tablespoon and a half of cold water. I've mixed it around quite a bit. We're gonna bring this up to a simmer, which is pretty close. And when it comes to that, we're gonna stir it in and then bring it up to a boil. And once it gets up to a real boil, that's when it starts to release its thickening power, I guess you could say. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to stir it in. And you want to stir while you're pouring this in, otherwise you'll get big clumps, and that's not what you want in your soup. Okay, I'm going to turn it back up, bring it to a boil, and then we'll reduce it and we'll add the egg. Okay, we've got a good boil. The thickening agent is working beautifully. I'm gonna slowly stir the soup around and pour in this 1 beaten egg. If you like more egg, do 2 eggs. If you don't like a lot of eggs, do half an egg. I don't know how you do that, but good for you if you can figure it out. Okay, here we go. Everybody's in the pool. Woohoo! All right, I'm going to let this sit and simmer for about 2 minutes. Then we're going to take it off the heat, let it cool a little bit because it's molten lava, and then we're going to serve it up. Okay, let's have some soup. It's beautiful. It's perfect thickness, consistency, whatever you want to call it. Looks delicious. Yum. I'm going to garnish with a little bit of the green scallion tops. Yum. And I'm going to give it a taste. You can always add a little more soy. If you want it a little spicier, put some more pepper in. Maybe you're missing some sesame, you can put that in. You don't need anything, it's delicious. Okay, I certainly hope you give this soup a try. It's really, on a cold rainy day in the Pacific Northwest, hot and sour soup is perfect. Okay, don't forget to like, share with your friends, and we'll see you soon.